Question 1. What is the name of the document that influenced the development of the British parliamentary system? A. The Bill of Rights. B. The Magna Carta. C. The Petition of Right. D. The Habeas Corpus Act. Answer: B. The Magna Carta. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, has significantly influenced the development of the British parliamentary system and legal traditions. Question 2. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? A. Elizabeth II. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Theresa May. D. Angela Merkel. Answer: B. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, serving from 1979 to 1990. Question 3. What year did the United Kingdom join the European Union? A. 1952. B. 1963. C. 1973. D. 1981. Answer: C. 1973. The United Kingdom joined the European Economic Community, now known as the European Union, in 1973. Question 4. Name the war that involved the battle famously known as the Battle of Britain. A. World War I. B. The Falklands War. C. World War II. D. The Boer War. Answer: C. World War II. The Battle of Britain was a significant air campaign during World War II, occurring in 1940. Question 5. What is the ceremonial home of the Crown Jewels? A. Buckingham Palace. B. Windsor Castle. C. The Tower of London. D. Westminster Abbey. Answer: C. The Tower of London. The Tower of London is the ceremonial home of the Crown Jewels, which include crowns, robes, and other regalia. Question 6. Which document, signed in 1215, has become a symbol of rights and justice in England? A. The Charter of Liberties. B. The Magna Carta. C. The English Bill of Rights. D. The Act of Settlement. Answer: B. The Magna Carta. Signed in 1215, the Magna Carta has become a lasting symbol of liberty and the rule of law. Question 7. What landmark event in 1066 changed the course of English history? A. The signing of the Magna Carta. B. The Norman Conquest. C. The English Reformation. D. The Glorious Revolution. Answer: B. The Norman Conquest. The Norman Conquest in 1066, marked by the Battle of Hastings, significantly changed the course of English history. Question 8. Who are the permanent members of the UK Security Council? A. This question contains an error, as the UK is part of the United Nations Security Council, which includes other permanent members such as the USA, China, Russia, and France. Question 9. Name the scientific theory Charles Darwin is famous for developing. A. Quantum mechanics. B. General relativity. C. Evolution by natural selection. D. Germ theory of disease. Answer: C. Evolution by natural selection. Charles Darwin is famous for his theory of evolution by natural selection, published in his 1859 book, On the Origin of Species. Question 10. What is the main principle of the Magna Carta? A. Freedom of religion. B. The right to bear arms. C. The rule of law. D. The separation of powers. Answer: C. The rule of law. The main principle established by the Magna Carta is the rule of law, which holds that everyone, including the king, is subject to the law. Question 11. What does the UK's unwritten constitution consist of? A. Statutes only. B. Conventions and statutes. C. Judicial decisions and conventions. D. Statutes, conventions, and important legal documents. Answer: D. Statutes, conventions, and important legal documents. The UK's unwritten constitution is composed of statutes, conventions, judicial decisions, and historic documents like the Magna Carta. Question 12. Name the battle in 1314 where the Scots defeated the English forces under Robert the Bruce. A. The Battle of Falkirk. B. The Battle of Stirling Bridge. C. The Battle of Bannockburn. D. The Battle of Flodden. Answer: C. The Battle of Bannockburn. In 1314, the Scots under Robert the Bruce defeated the English forces at the Battle of Bannockburn. Question 13. What significant UK law granted suffrage to women over the age of 30? A. The Equal Franchise Act of 1928. B. The Representation of the People Act of 1918. C. The Women's Suffrage Act of 1907. D. The Voting Rights Act of 1965. Answer: B. The Representation of the People Act of 1918. This act granted suffrage to women over the age of 30 and met other qualifications. Question 14. Who was the reigning monarch during the Victorian era? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. Queen Victoria. C. Queen Mary II. D. Queen Anne. Answer: B. Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria, who reigned from 1837 to 1901, was the monarch during the Victorian era. Question 15. What was the main reason for the English Civil War in the 17th century? A. Religious differences. B. Economic disparities. C. Royal absolutism versus parliamentary powers. D. Colonial expansion disputes. Answer: C. Royal absolutism versus parliamentary powers. The main reason for the English Civil War was the conflict between royal absolutism and the rights of Parliament. Question 16. Who wrote the national anthem God Save the Queen? A. William Shakespeare. B. John Lennon. C. Unknown. D. Charles Dickens. Answer: C. Unknown. The author of God Save the Queen, the UK's national anthem, is unknown. Question 17. What year did the Great Fire of London occur? A. 1566. B. 1666. C. 1766. D. 1866. Answer: B. 1666. The Great Fire of London occurred in 1666 and had a profound impact on the layout and development of the modern city. Question 18. What is the minimum voting age in the UK? A. 16. B. 18. C. 21. D. 25. Answer: B. 18. The minimum voting age in the UK is 18 years old. Question 19. Who was the monarch during the establishment of the Church of England? A. Henry VIII. B. Elizabeth I. C. James I. D. Edward VI. Answer: A. Henry VIII. King Henry VIII established the Church of England in 1534 when he broke away from the Roman Catholic Church. Question 20. What are the two Houses of Parliament in the UK? A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. B. The Senate and the House of Representatives. C. The Legislative Assembly and the Senate. D. The Council of State and the National Assembly. Answer: A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. The UK Parliament consists of two houses, the House of Commons and the House of Lords. Question 21. Who is known as the father of the common law? A. Sir Edward Coke. B. Sir William Blackstone. C. Henry de Bracton. D. Thomas More. Answer: A. Sir Edward Coke. Sir Edward Coke is often regarded as the father of the common law due to his extensive writings and judgments, which laid down the foundational principles of common law. Question 22. Name the ship that brought the Pilgrim Fathers to America. A. The Mayflower. B. The Victory. C. The Endeavour. D. The Beagle. Answer: A. The Mayflower. The Mayflower is the ship famously known for transporting the Pilgrim Fathers to America in 1620. Question 23. Which UK document abolished slavery throughout the British Empire? A. The Emancipation Act of 1833. B. The Slave Trade Act of 1807. C. The Abolition Act of 1833. D. The Freedom Act of 1833. Answer: C. The Abolition Act of 1833. The Slavery Abolition Act of 1833 abolished slavery throughout the British Empire. Question 24. Who was the British Prime Minister at the end of World War II? A. Winston Churchill. B. Clement Attlee. C. Neville Chamberlain. D. Harold Wilson. Answer: B. Clement Attlee. Clement Attlee became the British Prime Minister shortly after the end of World War II in July 1945, following a general election. Question 25. What global event did the UK participate in 1948 that was hosted in London? A. The signing of the NATO Treaty. B. The establishment of the United Nations. C. The Olympic Games. D. The formation of the European Union. Answer: C. The Olympic Games. The 1948 Summer Olympics, known as the London Games, were held in London and marked the first Olympics after World War II. Question 26. What is the significance of the Battle of Hastings? A. It ended the Viking Age in Britain. B. It resulted in English independence from French rule. C. It began the Norman conquest of England. D. It was the last battle fought on English soil. Answer: C. It began the Norman conquest of England. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 was significant because it marked the beginning of the Norman conquest, leading to profound changes in English society, law, and language. Question 27. Who are considered the founders of the English Navy? A. Henry VIII and Elizabeth I. B. Alfred the Great and Edward the Confessor. C. Francis Drake and John Hawkins. D. Richard the Lionheart and Henry V. Answer: A. Henry VIII and Elizabeth I. Both monarchs are credited with founding and significantly expanding the English Navy, with Henry VIII known for establishing a permanent navy. Question 28. Name the Prime Minister who signed the Good Friday Agreement. A. John Major. B. Tony Blair. C. David Cameron. D. Gordon Brown. Answer: B. Tony Blair. Tony Blair was the Prime Minister who played a crucial role in the signing of the Good Friday Agreement in 1998, which was a major peace milestone for Northern Ireland. Question 29. What major change occurred in the UK in 1928 concerning voting rights? A. Women gained the right to vote. B. Voting age was lowered to 18. C. Women achieved equal voting rights with men. D. Property qualifications for voting were abolished. Answer. C. Women achieved equal voting rights with men. The Representation of the People, Equal Franchise, Act 1928 granted equal voting rights to women and men, with women finally achieving the vote on the same terms as men. Question 30. When was the National Health Service, NHS, established? A. 1942. B. 1948. C. 1952. D. 1960. Answer. B. 1948. The National Health Service, NHS, was established in 1948 to provide healthcare services funded by taxation to all UK citizens regardless of wealth. Question 31. What is the title given to the heir apparent of the British throne? A. Duke of Edinburgh. B. Prince of Wales. C. Duke of Cornwall. D. Earl of Chester. Answer. B. Prince of Wales. The title traditionally given to the heir apparent of the British throne is the Prince of Wales. Question 32. What landmark legal ruling in 1969 started the decriminalisation of homosexuality in the UK? A. The Sexual Offences Act. B. The Human Rights Act. C. The Equality Act. D. The Civil Partnership Act. Answer. A. The Sexual Offences Act. The Sexual Offences Act of 1967, which came into effect in 1969, decriminalised homosexual acts in private between two men over 21 years of age in England and Wales. Question 33. Who was the longest reigning monarch before Queen Elizabeth II? A. Queen Victoria. B. King George III. C. Queen Elizabeth I. D. King Henry VIII. Answer. A. Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria was the longest reigning monarch before Queen Elizabeth II, reigning for 63 years and 216 days. Question 34. What year did women in the UK get the vote at the same age as men? A. 1928. B. 1930. C. 1945. D. 1969. Answer. A. 1928. In 1928, women in the UK gained the right to vote at the same age as men through the Representation of the People, Equal Franchise Act. Question 35. What are the main roles of the Queen in today's UK? A. Executive, legislative and judicial authority. B. Ceremonial duties, diplomatic roles and constitutional functions. C. Direct governance, military leadership and law enforcement. D. Policy making, cabinet leadership and Supreme Court duties. Answer. B. Ceremonial duties, diplomatic roles and constitutional functions. The Queen's roles are mainly ceremonial, including performing diplomatic duties and playing a part in UK constitutional processes without direct political power. Question 36. Name the doctrine that divides the powers between the Crown and Parliament. A. The Westminster System. B. The doctrine of parliamentary sovereignty. C. The separation of powers. D. The royal prerogative. Answer. B. The doctrine of parliamentary sovereignty. This doctrine is fundamental in the UK, stating that Parliament has the supreme authority over all other government institutions, including the Crown. Question 37. What treaty ended the War of the Spanish Succession? A. The Treaty of Paris. B. The Treaty of Utrecht. C. The Treaty of Westphalia. D. The Treaty of Versailles. Answer: B. The Treaty of Utrecht. The Treaty of Utrecht in 1713 ended the War of the Spanish Succession, reshaping the balance of power in Europe. Question 38. Name the movement that fought for women's right to vote in the early 20th century. A. The Women's Liberation Movement. B. The Suffragette Movement. C. The Feminist Movement. D. The Civil Rights Movement. Answer: B. The Suffragette Movement. The Suffragette Movement, led by figures like Emmeline Pankhurst, was instrumental in securing voting rights for women in the UK. Question 39. Who led the British government during the Falklands War? A. Harold Wilson. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Tony Blair. D. John Major. Answer: B. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom during the Falklands War in 1982. Question 40. What is the significance of the Commonwealth? A. It is a political alliance for economic benefits. B. It is a cultural organisation promoting arts in former colonies. C. It is an organisation that supports the mutual interests of former British colonies and territories. D. It is a military alliance among European nations. Answer: C. It is an organisation that supports the mutual interests of former British colonies and territories. The Commonwealth promotes political, economic, and social cooperation among its member states. Question 41. What was the primary focus of the Beveridge Report? A. To introduce the UK's budgetary plans. B. To propose the establishment of the welfare state. C. To detail the UK's defence strategies during World War II. D. To discuss the education reforms needed in post-war Britain. Answer: B. To propose the establishment of the welfare state. The Beveridge Report, published in 1942, proposed comprehensive social insurance and welfare measures to combat want, disease, ignorance, squalor, and idleness. Question 42. Which war led to significant British territorial losses in North America? A. The 7 Years' War. B. The American Revolutionary War. C. The War of 1812. D. The French and Indian War. Answer: B. The American Revolutionary War. The American Revolutionary War, which lasted from 1775 to 1783, led to significant British territorial losses in North America, culminating in the independence of the 13 colonies. Question 43. Who was the first Briton to win a Nobel Prize in Literature? A. George Bernard Shaw. B. Rudyard Kipling. C. William Golding. D. Harold Pinter. Answer: B. Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling was the first Briton to win the Nobel Prize in Literature, awarded in 1907 for his outstanding contribution to English literature. Question 44. What major UK political event occurred in 1973? A. The decolonisation of Africa. B. The UK's entry into the European Economic Community. C. The signing of the Belfast Agreement. D. The election of Margaret Thatcher. Answer: B. The UK's entry into the European Economic Community. In 1973, the UK joined the European Economic Community, which later evolved into the European Union. Question 45. What Act of Parliament is credited with launching the Industrial Revolution? A. The Enclosure Act. B. The Cotton Mill Act. C. The Factory Act. D. The Steam Engine Act. Answer. A. The Enclosure Act. The Enclosure Acts, which were several pieces of legislation, allowed for the consolidation of small landholdings into larger farms, significantly changing agricultural practices and helping to drive the Industrial Revolution. Question 46. Name the king associated with the Royal Observatory's creation in Greenwich. A. King Henry VIII. B. King Charles II. C. King Edward III. D. King James I. Answer. B. King Charles II. King Charles II commissioned the creation of the Royal Observatory in Greenwich in 1675 to improve naval navigation. Question 47. What is celebrated on Bonfire Night? A. The end of the English Civil War. B. The signing of the Magna Carta. C. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605. D. The Battle of Britain. Answer. C. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605. Bonfire Night, also known as Guy Fawkes Night, commemorates the failure of the Gunpowder Plot, in which Guy Fawkes attempted to blow up the Houses of Parliament in 1605. Question 48. What year did the Bank of England become the UK's central bank? A. 1694. B. 1708. C. 1792. D. 1844. Answer. A. 1694. The Bank of England was established in 1694 and it functioned as a central bank for the UK, managing the nation's finances and monetary policy. Question 49. Name the treaty that brought Scotland and England together under one monarch. A. The Treaty of Union. B. The Treaty of Edinburgh. C. The Act of Settlement. D. The Treaty of Westphalia. Answer. A. The Treaty of Union. The Treaty of Union in 1707 led to the political union of Scotland and England under one monarch, forming the Kingdom of Great Britain. Question 50. Who was the leader of the suffragettes? A. Emmeline Pankhurst. B. Florence Nightingale. C. Queen Victoria. D. Mary Wollstonecraft. Answer. A. Emmeline Pankhurst. Emmeline Pankhurst was a prominent leader of the British suffragette movement, which campaigned vigorously for women's suffrage. Question 51. What was the original purpose of Hadrian's War? A. To prevent invasions from the north. B. To mark the boundary of the Roman Empire. C. To serve as a trade barrier. D. To function as a transportation route. Answer. A. To prevent invasions from the north. Hadrian's Wall was built by the Romans to protect Roman Britain from the tribes in what is now Scotland. Question 52. Who discovered penicillin? A. Alexander Fleming. B. Isaac Newton. C. Charles Darwin. D. Michael Faraday. Answer. A. Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin in 1928, which marked a breakthrough in medical science and led to the development of antibiotics. Question 53. What is the function of the Cabinet in the UK government? A. To legislate and pass laws. B. To administer the judiciary. C. To advise the monarch and implement government policy. D. To oversee local governments. Answer: C. To advise the monarch and implement government policy. The cabinet is composed of senior government ministers chosen by the Prime Minister to advise and implement government policy. Question 54. Which event is marked by Remembrance Day? A. The end of the English Civil War. B. The signing of the Magna Carta. C. The end of World War I. D. The coronation of the current monarch. Answer: C. The end of World War I. Remembrance Day is observed on November 11th to commemorate the armistice ending World War I and to honor those who have died in military service. Question 55. What historical figure is known as the Iron Lady? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Mary I of England. D. Florence Nightingale. Answer: B. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher, the former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, was nicknamed the Iron Lady for her strong and uncompromising leadership style. Question 56. Which UK law is known for its role in the peace process in Northern Ireland? A. The Good Friday Agreement. B. The Belfast Agreement. C. The Northern Ireland Act. D. The Easter Accord. Answer: B. The Belfast Agreement. Also known as the Good Friday Agreement, it was instrumental in the Northern Ireland peace process when it was signed in 1998. Question 57. Who was responsible for the creation of the common law system? A. Thomas More. B. Henry II. C. Edward I. D. William the Conqueror. Answer: B. Henry II. King Henry II is credited with laying the foundation for the English common law system through legal reforms that established consistent and standardized legal procedures. Question 58. What was the first colony in the British Empire to gain independence? A. Canada. B. Australia. C. The United States. D. India. Answer: C. The United States. The United States was the first colony to gain independence from the British Empire following the American Revolutionary War. Question 59. What British documents set the precedent for legal limits on the monarchy? A. The Bill of Rights 1689. B. The Magna Carta. C. The Petition of Right. D. The Act of Settlement 1701. Answer: B. The Magna Carta. Signed in 1215, the Magna Carta was the first document to place legal limits on the monarchy's power, establishing the principle that everybody, including the king, was subject to the law. Question 60. Which king signed the Magna Carta? A. Edward I. B. Henry V. C. John. D. Richard I. Answer: C. John. King John of England signed the Magna Carta in 1215 under pressure from rebellious barons, seeking to limit his powers and protect their rights. Question 61. What historical document is known as Britain's unwritten constitution? A. The Magna Carta. B. The Bill of Rights 1689. C. The collection of statutes, conventions, and legal judgments. D. The Royal Charters. Answer: C. The collection of statutes, conventions, and legal judgments. Britain's unwritten constitution is comprised of statutes, conventions, judicial decisions, and historical documents, rather than a single written document. Question 62. What English document inspired the American Bill of Rights? A. The Magna Carta. B. The English Bill of Rights. C. The Petition of Right. D. The Habeas Corpus Act. Answer B. The English Bill of Rights. The English Bill of Rights of 1689 inspired the American Bill of Rights, particularly in affirming various civil rights and ensuring the separation of powers. Question 63. Who was the first Archbishop of Canterbury? A. Augustine of Canterbury. B. Thomas Becket. C. Anselm of Canterbury. D. Thomas Cranmer. Answer A. Augustine of Canterbury. Augustine of Canterbury was the first Archbishop of Canterbury, appointed in 597 AD, establishing the English Church. Question 64. What event began the English Reformation? A. The publication of the 95 Theses by Martin Luther. B. The Act of Supremacy by Henry VIII. C. The marriage of Henry VIII to Anne Boleyn. D. The dissolution of the monasteries by Henry VIII. Answer B. The Act of Supremacy by Henry VIII. The Act of Supremacy in 1534, which declared Henry VIII as the supreme head of the Church of England, marked the beginning of the English Reformation. Question 65. Name the Act that united England and Scotland into Great Britain. A. The Union of the Crowns. B. The Acts of Union 1707. C. The Treaty of Edinburgh. D. The Royal Decree of 1603. Answer B. The Acts of Union 1707. The Acts of Union in 1707 officially united the kingdoms of England and Scotland under the name of Great Britain. Question 66. What was the primary purpose of the Elizabethan Poor Law? A. To establish public schools. B. To provide pensions for the elderly. C. To support the unemployed with job training. D. To provide relief for the poor and establish workhouses. Answer D. To provide relief for the poor and establish workhouses. The Elizabethan Poor Law of 1601 was designed to provide relief to the poor and is considered one of the earliest forms of social welfare legislation. Question 67. Who was the British Prime Minister during the introduction of the welfare state? A. Winston Churchill. B. Clement Attlee. C. Margaret Thatcher. D. Tony Blair. Answer B. Clement Attlee. Clement Attlee, who served as Prime Minister after World War II, oversaw the establishment of the welfare state, including the creation of the NHS. Question 68. What UK Act granted devolution to Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland? A. The Devolution Act 1998. B. The Regional Assemblies Act 1999. C. The Scotland Act 1998. D. The Government of Wales Act 1998. Answer C. The Scotland Act 1998. The Scotland Act 1998 was instrumental in granting devolution to Scotland, allowing for the establishment of the Scottish Parliament. Question 69. Which monarch reigned during the British Empire's peak? A. Queen Victoria. B. Queen Elizabeth I. C. King George III. D. King Edward VII. Answer A. Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria reigned during the peak of the British Empire, which saw its greatest territorial extent. Question 70. What is the role of the Speaker of the House of Commons? A. To rule on legal matters. B. To preside over debates and maintain order. C. To represent the UK in foreign affairs. D. To act as the head of state. Answer B. To preside over debates and maintain order. The Speaker of the House of Commons is responsible for presiding over debates, maintaining order, and ensuring parliamentary rules are followed. Question 71. Who was the first monarch of the House of Windsor? A. Queen Elizabeth II. B. King George V. C. King Edward VII. D. King George VI. Answer: B. King George V. King George V was the first monarch of the House of Windsor, adopting this new family name in 1917 during World War I. Question 72. What British battleship was sunk during World War II, symbolizing a pivotal moment? A. HMS Hood. B. HMS Royal Oak. C. HMS Prince of Wales. D. HMS Belfast. Answer: A. HMS Hood. The sinking of HMS Hood in 1941 during the Battle of the Denmark Strait was a pivotal moment in World War II, symbolizing the formidable threat posed by the German Navy. Question 73. Name the agreement that maintains economic and political relations between the UK and Ireland post-Brexit. A. The Belfast Agreement. B. The Dublin Accord. C. The Good Friday Agreement. D. The Common Travel Area Agreement. Answer: D. The Common Travel Area Agreement. The Common Travel Area Agreement allows for the maintenance of economic and political relations between the UK and Ireland, including the right to reside and work in either country without immigration controls. Question 74. What UK Act formalised the equality of the sexes in voting? A. The Equal Franchise Act of 1928. B. The Representation of the People Act 1918. C. The Women's Suffrage Act 1897. D. The Gender Equality Act 2006. Answer: A. The Equal Franchise Act of 1928. This act extended the vote to all women over the age of 21, equalizing the voting age for both men and women. Question 75. Who was known for signing the Balfour Declaration? A. Winston Churchill. B. Arthur Balfour. C. Clement Attlee. D. Neville Chamberlain. Answer: B. Arthur Balfour. Arthur Balfour, as Foreign Secretary, issued the Balfour Declaration in 1917, which expressed British support for a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine.